drawing Day of the Dead artwork. Just to be sure, I'll erase the area. Again, this is another piece that I thought I had finished a while back. And you know, it's one thing to create art for fun or for practice, and now what I'm doing is I'm doing artwork, and for a combination of reasons, whether it's to express my perspective of today's culture, to mock bad ideas, religious ideas, but specifically Islam. And some for commercial reasons, like the Golden Age monsters. And I think when anyone says, you know, I'm just doing this for the art, you know, just because it needs to be done. It's the freedom of expression, or you know, no one should have to pay for art. You should just be free, and give it away. You should go meet my printer. That dude if I tell you to go fuck off, you tell him to go print 1,000 pieces of your artwork. You know, I need help sometimes loading groceries into the fridge, or you know, just cleaning up. And I'm pretty sure no one here will do it completely for 1,000% free. 1,000% free. You're gonna want a sandwich out of it. Mentorship. I don't think rarely does anyone do something out of their own kindness, right, without any agenda behind it. And not to say that there are people that help out others, because I have had friends help me out in certain situations, but generally speaking, we do things for credits, college credits, you know, school credit. We owe someone a favor. We do it for wages. We do it for health insurance. We do it so you get promoted in something else. We do it for recognition. For somebody else, we do volunteering. Some people volunteer because they know that volunteering will lead to something else. But I'm going all over the road again. But I think art is not just limited to, again, a canvas, a piece of paper. a rock turned into a sculpture, ceramics. But it's any craft that someone carefully pays attention to, molds it, perfects it, practices it, and then finally delivers a product that is outstanding. I sort of feel like using the micron pen here, even though these are pencil. I'm gonna do that because it's my piece. Okay, so I do artwork for a lot of reasons, and as I realized that eventually the day will come where my hands will give out, where my eyesight will go sour, where my contacts, business associates will either go out of business, die, move on to something else. So what does that mean? That means I need to create a nest egg for when that happens. And I think the most effective way of doing that is to create artwork that, which will create a nest egg for me. Because sometimes I see old men and bus stops, homeless, begging. And of course I don't know their situation right at all. I don't know the situation a bit. Should I ever end up like that, I feel that I should pretty much have no one else to blame but myself, because when I read stories, when I have read stories of I forget his name, but there was the Donut King here, and I believe in Los Angeles. But it was an immigrant who came to America, barely learning, barely knowing English, dozens of dollars in his pocket, and long story short, he worked at a donut shop, saved up and bought one, and then he bought another one, and then another one. Now, if a schmuck not knowing English can come here to America and do that, me being born here, knowing Spanish and English, a little bit of other languages, but I got apps, I got access to the internet. Why can't I be just as successful, or how about even more? And so now I'm here just creating, retouching, touching up, making it stronger, making it better. Because if you're out there, an illustrator, cartoonist, animator, designer, commercial designer, t-shirt designer, whatever the fuck your skill is, even a fucking donut maker, you're out there trying to steal my lunch money, but in a competitive way. and some of you in a cunning way, but most of you in a competitive way, to the point that you're going to try to lower your prices, make a better product, go to cities that I'm not at, capitalize on sleep that I must take. If you have a bigger team, you work when I'm not working, or you work harder. And it's all fair game. It's all fair game, no doubt. But I think we should all apply this to life, because not so that we become cutthroats, but that we all realize that we have an amazing ability in a country ripe with capitalism and profits and chances, man. So that's what brings me here back to this piece here. So although I have a decent amount of fans for it, if I can improve it, I must. That's just me talking to myself. See the quick pointer on how the white thing stands out too much. It sort of blends in with this blank space here. So I gotta be careful to keep it shady. So I'll just remind you, because I honestly would have liked to have been reminded of my ability to create, to improve, to grow. And I think I very likely I would have been much more advanced in my collection of work and business. But it's also possible that if I would have had that those comforts, I probably wouldn't have made this channel, because I'd be busy just focusing on other things. Because I think, again, I think of the all the questions I had in the past that I didn't have the answers for, that I literally had to go step out and travel the world and find seek experts, seek champions, ask them about their thinking process. And now with YouTube, I do want to just look. No one's gonna make it out of here alive, right? No one. We're all got our days numbered. But I think if we leave a library of information, of knowledge, I don't think, well, I think that the next generation will be better off. They will, yeah. It's awesome, man. It's awesome. It's awesome and a bit spooky because for a moment I'm holding my mortality in my hands, right? I feel conscious. I think I'm healthy. I'm not bleeding. I'm breathing. I'm digesting food, so I think I'm good right now. But the time will come where you know, the videos will stop and my creativity will stop altogether. And I don't think that's the I don't think that should be the end. And that's why we must, okay, not we must, but I recommend you make shit happen. Don't make excuses. Don't be scared to pull the trigger. Don't be scared to make a decision. If a friend of yours comes along and says, "Hey, dog, let's go on the road and go come join me on this little adventure, and let's see what happens." Go. What annoys me a lot are a bunch of punks that look at my travels and say, "Oh, you know, you're so lucky. You're so lucky." I would do that, but I got this job, but I got kids, but I don't know anyone over there. And I could go ahead and cry you a river. Go ahead and, you know, lean on your shoulder. Whine to you, "Oh my God, it's so bad." And tell you about how so many obstacles could have creamed me, canceled me. Could have just overtaken me. So many, right? But yeah, I chose for those things not to be the answer. And there's gonna be some fucking dumbass weak punk that's gonna say, "Oh, dog, but you never had it like this, you never had it like that." No one has had it rougher than me. Alright. I'm gonna go to my favorite example of overcoming shit, right? Because it's even gonna put me in the spotlight of why haven't I done more? I'll tell you about this black lady, born in poverty, sexually abused as a kid, born black, which, not to give an excuse that all blacks will have it hard or you'll never amount to anything, you know. there's a black president, so I'm not buying that shit. But so this black lady, she went where the job told her to, made no excuses, got her own TV show, genuine open platform. And now she's a billionaire with her own TV network, the Oprah Winfrey Network. Alright, so you got someone who had it pretty bad. And she could have given up. She could have said, oh my goodness, I have a vagina, I'll never make it in a man's world. I was raped, if I go out there, the whole world's gonna rape me. It's a crazy, crazy world. It's you know, she didn't give in to her fucking fear. She didn't. And lately I've been just being a bit more aggressive with people that have doubt in their head, because for moments it distracts me. And everyone wants to be a millionaire. Everyone wants to be the boss lady. But nobody wants to do what it takes to become the boss. Nobody. Almost nobody, right? Very few. And I just get tired of hearing that shit, because if I'm here complaining to you, oh my goodness, you know these things, whatever the fuck we call them, stumps. There's an area close to me that I used to get them at a better price, right? Those bastards sold out, and I don't believe that they've ordered more inventory, but anyways, I could have said, oh my god, I can't find any of these for my price, my same brand. God, well, I better just stop drawing. Let me go see if McDonald's will pick me up. Go flip burgers, go do some fucking job that I hate. You think I did that? That's in my hand, so you know I did it. Went looking elsewhere for them and got them. Dan Pena said to hold yourself accountable, and that's those are some beautiful words, because I'll tell you about this one. I'm not sure if that's called a hotel that I stayed at in Australia. Way the fuck out there. Way the fuck out there. That I stayed at. Way out there in the desert, okay? And I probably would have starved to death if I didn't have that shelter. Extreme heat. Small town. But it was basically a house attached with other living units rented out as motels or hostels. I ordered a breakfast from there. Awesome breakfast. I got filled, homemade. Hostess made it out of her kitchen and just served it. But then I walked by her house and just seemed a bit crowded with the kids' toys. It probably could have been swept a little bit better with a broom, a little patio or porch. And So she holds her business accountable, but not her own home, you know. And I think that's what a lot of us do. I think that's what I've done a lot too, a ton, which is where I put the business that I worked at, or the business that I was working for at the time, ahead of my own goals, and not being as hungry for my own stuff as I was for the profits of the business owner. But, I mentioned this in case you're there wondering, you know, man, what else how can I grow? What's next? You know, what else can I do? Just review your plan, review it, and just take action. Of course, everyone has different rules, different ways of applying their knowledge, so there's no straight up cookie cutter answer. So keep recording until the phone dies. It's low on power. It's at 11%, so let's see how far it goes.